Good morning, boys and girls. This is Miss Buchanan. I'm here with my kid, June. Say hi, June.
Hi.
Do you want to wave to the camera? Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Today we are going to make some string art. Now, I apologize ahead of time, Mom and Dad. This could get a little messy, so you might want to have your kids take this project outside or put down a garbage bag in case it gets a little messy and sticky. But it sure is fun, isn't it, June?
Yeah.
Okay, so here are some of the supplies that you need. Now, if you are one of the lucky folks that has liquid tempera or liquid acrylic paint at your house, use that. Or if you don't have that, maybe you have some food dye in your kitchen pantry and maybe some corn syrup in your kitchen pantry. If not, maybe Mom and Dad can get it at the grocery store for you and you can use that. And we've been experimenting with this corn syrup paint and it's really fun to use and it gives you your painting an interesting look, doesn't it, June? Now I have to do it.
Hi to my kitty.
Okay. I have to give a call out to Babble Dabble Do because I got the idea for making the corn syrup paint from them. Okay, so some other supplies that you need some string or yarn.
Yeah.
You need some paper. You need some kind of cup for putting your paint in. And you may use a clothespin, but you don't have to. That will just kind of keep your hands a little bit cleaner so that your hands aren't getting as covered with the paint as your string is. But that's optional. You don't have to have that. And if you're really rocking it, you could even use a ruler to measure out your string. But you don't have to have that either. Okay, so you want your string. Let me move some of this out of the way. You want your string at least 15 or 16 inches long. Now, if you don't have a ruler, don't sweat it. You could just make it about the length of your arm. Especially if you're a younger kid, like in kindergarten or first grade, it could be about the length of your arm. If you're a little bit older, then maybe not quite that long. But, you know, a good size.
And dye, too.
And then, yes, that's true. We're good. We can use dye, too. All right, I forgot my scissors, but I already have some that are pre-cut to about the right length. Junie, wait. We're not done yet, sweetie. We're just starting. Okay. Now, let's show the folks at home how to make this really cool corn syrup paint.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you get some corn syrup.
Yeah.
A capful will do. Pour it into a cup or a tray, whatever you have on hand. Okay, and then you can get some food dye, some food coloring.
Yes, use blue.
Yeah, we'll have to use blue because that's all we have left because we've been hitting the food dye so hard lately. Somebody likes to use a lot of food dye. Okay, so put in a few drops. 3 drops would do, but you could use more if you want. And then you mix it on up.
Mix it up.
And then you can drop your string in there.
Oh,
yeah. And if you're trying to keep a little bit clean, you could put a clothespin on it. So we'll drop our string in there.
I got this string.
And we kind of bunch it on up. Oh no, this wasn't a good idea, Miss Buchanan. Don't use the one with the clothespin with orange on it. You're going to mix your orange and your blue. All right, now, before you pull your string out, you want to get your paper ready. So get a light colored piece of paper.
And you can send it to someone if you want to.
Oh, that's a good idea. When they're done with their string art painting, that's a great idea. Okay, let's hold that thought and let's talk about that more at the end. Okay, so you can take your piece of paper, you can fold it in half.
Oh, string is falling.
Okay, then we're going to just try to get paint all over our string.
Oh, yeah.
And I've noticed when I'm doing this with tempera paint, if the paint gets too clumpy on the string, then the artwork doesn't turn out quite as well, in my opinion. So you might want to go for less clumpiness. Maybe less is more with the paint. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take this out.
Okay.
And then we'll place it on the paper. And I kind of like if there's a little loop-de-loop. If there's a little curly line in there, it looks pretty neat. Okay, so kind of think about where you want it to go on the paper. Fold your paper in half, okay? And then maybe hold the paper down gently and then slowly pull the string out. Go ahead, June.
I can open it, Mommy.
I will let you open it. All right, you're welcome. Go ahead. Oh, wait. Do it over here, please, so everybody can see what you're doing.
No. You don't need it. Wow!
Oh, that turned out so cool. What's kind of fun about the corn syrup paint is it has this really glossy look to it that I love, and it stays wet looking even when it's dry. The downside to it, though, is it's very sticky. Isn't it very sticky, Junie?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do one more, and we'll do it with the green this time. Let me use my clothespin.
We're almost out of green, though.
Yes. Okay.
Green.
So I'll show you how not to get your hands as dirty as my hands. All right, so we already have some dye in here, honey. All right, so move it around. You could even use a spoon or something else to try to get the paint on the string.
Sticky.
Yeah, it's sticky business, isn't it?
Yeah. And you know what? Don't ever eat soggy worms.
Okay.
And then you know what? Don't ever eat pepper.
Oh my goodness, you're giving the kids at home all kinds of useful information. All right, so I'm going to make a little loop again. And
why are you guys staring at us?
June, stop. You're being so silly.
Yes.
All right, can you pull on the string, please?
Oh,
and I'll hold down the paper. Wow, this is messy. Gently pull. Ta-da!
I want to open it. Don't open it for me. Wow!
All right, that turned out pretty. I like that. Very nice. Okay, but the cool thing about this kind of art, though, is it really doesn't matter if it turns out pretty. It's kind of like a bonus if it does, but it's more about the process. It's more about making the art than the final product.
Mom, this looks like a 6.
Oh, I see. Right here it looks like a 6, and right here it looks like a backwards 6. And what's really neat about the string art is it gives you a lot of art that has symmetry, where both sides are equal. And the symmetry of it, the symmetrical balance of it, makes it often very beautiful. Now, you can experiment with this. You can try different color schemes. You could do a cool color scheme. So here's a cool color scheme that we just did. Here's another cool color scheme. This was done with liquid tempera paint. Sometimes these almost look like butterflies, or this one almost reminds me of a mask maybe, or birds. You could do a warm color scheme if you like. Or you know what's always really beautiful is just use black. And this isn't exactly black. This is really a dark green. But just the same. But
that's what should mix with these cups.
That's true. I mixed my black with my green and I got this shade of green. But simple black on white can look really beautiful. Junie, stop, please.
I'm trying.
Okay. Now, back to what Junebug was saying. If you make some string art, maybe think about, could this be a card for someone you care about? Maybe there's somebody stuck at home who doesn't have anyone to talk to in their house. Maybe it would be nice of you to make some art for them, just to let them know you're thinking of them. Maybe there's a grandparent you can't see right now, or a cousin or a friend you can't see right now. You want to reach out to them to let them know you're thinking of them. All right, guys. Well, I hope you have a lot of fun, and you do not need to get as messy as I did. Really, you don't? But sorry, Mom and Dad. Again, my apologies. But please have fun and be safe. I miss you all. Bye-bye.
Hey, Mom.